Good morning, everybody. Rick here. Today is Wednesday, December the 30th. Time is now 8:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So here's a trade that I'm in, just triggered a moment ago. I am a CL oil long for 10 contracts. So still not a lot of volume at this moment, but here's what I'm looking at. We had this push down. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Had this push down, just kind of a trickle down overnight. Going into pre-market, we had a bounce off this one deviation line. I suppose we may test it again, which would be actually great. I'm running with a 5-tick stop now. I'm 10 contracts long right here on this moving average at 36.89. I guess a tick above it. And my stop is set at 84. So I'm thinking we're going to be working our way up today. See if we can get back up to the moving average and possibly up here to my yellow supply line that I have here. So that's the thoughts. But we have a institutional zone that formed down here. Actually, there's one way down here. That this is way back from yesterday's overnight, though. So may get a retest here, but I'm thinking we're gonna start working our way up again today. So after this massive sell-off that happened at 4:30, just as the bell closed for the New York session, CL closes at 2:30, but the New York bell closes at 4:30. So about a half hour after that, that thing just dropped, and it's been continuing to drop. So looking at this deviation bounce now off the -1 deviation line. So order flow prints, we have block clusters coming off here off of all these orders that came in at the 1 deviation, and it's been trickling up slow. So when a bell opens, market will pick back up. So we're kind of channeling sideways upwards at the moment. So wanted to see if we can get this VWAP broke and then start shooting up from there. So all right, that's where I'm at this moment. So 10 contracts long, 36.89. Take profit, 10 ticks half my contracts at 99. And stop is at 84 right now. So seeing if we can get a retest and possibly get a better feel if I do get stopped out. So all right, guys, see you soon, and we'll see where we're at. All right, so I close this trade at scratch right now. Over here on my shadow bars, you got a bunch of aggressive sellers coming in. So I'm gonna need to wait and see till the decision is made whether we're gonna go back down, possibly to retest the 1 deviation line, or if we're gonna break the VWAP. So I'm gonna sit out of this market as we're just going sideways for the moment, and not really enough ticks to pull off to gain any true advantage just yet. So I need to, at least have a 12 tick range for me to get in these markets. But as for now, I'm just going to sit steady. We're ranging between 87 and 93 right now. So okay, so I will be back on this video when I pull the trigger on my next trade. So we have oil inventories today at 10:30. Hopefully I'm in the trade with break even, and it'll go in my direction. If not, it gets stopped at a break even. So that's the hope. If not, I'll wait till inventories is done to make a decision whether to get into the trade or not. But that's at 10:30. So we still have a couple hours for that to happen. So waiting for volume to come back in, and I guess people to wake up more than anything. So here in pre-market. So all right, guys, I'll be back shortly, and we will see where we are at. All right, so we got some aggressive orders going into the VWAP. So I am long 10 contracts at 36.94. My stop is going to be set just below this candle right here at 36.85 for a 9-tick stop at the moment, and looking to push on up, see if we can get on up. So I'll pull 5 contracts off at 37.04 and we'll work it from there. So, all right, be back soon. All right, I closed this trade at 3 ticks for the moment. We seem to be hung up at the VWAP, so no decision has been made yet to break it. So I need for it to close above 36.98 to with a aggressive buyers coming in to know if I need to go on and get back into this market. But as for now, I am out. 3 ticks, all of my contracts, and we'll get back to watching again. So, all right, I will see you shortly. And if we get in about a half hour before inventories, chances are I'm gonna just sit this one out. Ranges are getting a little bit bigger now, so I'll set a limit order to get back in at back long at 36.84. As it seems to be ranging between that, and we got up to above 12 ticks, so that's a safe range to trade as far as scalping wise. But as for now, I'm just going to sit out and wait until to get in the next trade. So see you soon. Wow, that happened really quick. So not optimal fill, but I'm in at 37.04. 10 contracts off right there. Setting my stop there at break even now. And wow, that happened real fast. And we'll see where we are. Wow, hang on 1 second, I need to do some adjusting. Okay, so that's all adjusted now. So, all right, first scalp is off now at 10 ticks. Got in at 37.04. 5 contracts came off at 37.14, and now my stop is at break even right here at 37.04. So I happened to catch it as soon as that bar started closing, probably a second or two before. But now we're going to see if we're going to push on up. And chances are, if I get stopped out, I'm going to be jumping right back into this market. So I like to see all these aggressive buyers in here. And hopefully I can get a better feel down here at the VWAP if I do get stopped out. So, all right, I'll be back shortly. Okay, stop was hit. Now I'm going to look to pull the trigger as a market order. A lot of sellers, commitment of sellers is still high up here, so hopefully we can push on down just a hair, possibly 36.96, and I can get on back in there. So, all right, I'll be back soon. All right, the COT, this number is going lower, and this number is easing up higher. So we got a hang up right here. So I went ahead and jumped in back long at 37.04. On these contracts, so we got the big orders coming in on that, and now it's just watching to see if we're going to close the pin bar or not. But I'm thinking we're going to be safe for this moment. So my stop is set at 37 or 36.96. So that's an 8 tick stop on this trade here. And we'll see if we can get this push up again. So with the inventory, a lot of games are going to be played for this next hour and a half. So gotta be real careful and watching how the footprint works itself out. So utilizing the blocks of greens, the blocks of reds to know when you're in and out. So chance I'll just be scalping this AM, and then we'll see if we can get a nice run on inventories if I'm in that trade. If I'm not, then I'm gonna just sit it out, as I don't trade news at all. Okay guys, I'll see you soon. Okay, my stop got hit at 96, I believe it is, and I jumped right back in this market. I am in at 97. So looking for a bounce off the VWAP upwards. Uh, 5 contracts due to come off at 07, 3707. And my stop, hang on one second. My stop is set right below this moving average at 3693. Or it is getting set, rather. So, look like the computers are starting to wake up. Hope so, anyway. So we can get some movement going on. Okay, so that's in. Alright, guys, so I'm going to watch. And we'll see if we can have a profitable day. So, but always, my number one thing I always say, utilize risk management. So if a trade starts going against you, have your stop set, or if you see something like a influx of block sellers coming in, if I'm long, then just go ahead and pull the trigger and get on out of that trade. So you want to keep your losses small always, and if you can get a big runner, then good. That's what you're shooting for. So I scale out, so some people don't have to, but scaling out is part of my trading plan. So that's how we run with that. So all right, I'll be back shortly, and we'll see if we can get these contracts off here. All right. Okay, stop was taken out at 4 ticks. Now I'm looking to get some aggressive buyers to come back in, and I will be going long again at 10 contracts. And we will see where we are going to push to. So looking for a bounce upwards. Or maybe not. I'm seeing we're in the overbought area now. So still looking. Let's see if we can pull back to this 1 deviation line. And if we can stay above the VWAP when we close, then that also be a good sign too. So but order strategy just changed. That'll depend a lot on my 353 stochastic setting, and since we got up here in the overbought area, could possibly push down. So I'm gonna hold out on pulling the trigger until I can get a solid confirmation on some type of block numbers there. So I'll be back then, and we'll figure out which direction we're going to go in. All right, see you soon. All right, so looks like my buying morning is over. I'm going to be turning into a seller. Looking at these numbers here, pre-market, these are institutions right here. This was a trap, and this is a big pin bar to get buyers coming into the market here, and they rode that joker, pushed it. So I think that's what the institutions were looking for. Looking like they're going to push this joker down probably to the 1 deviation, or to the previous day low right here on this red line, 3671, excuse me. Okay, so depending on my moving average to hopefully get a fill. So I have a limit order short, working order short at 3697, which happens to line right there up with the VWAP. And if I can get filled, I'll hopefully can ride that down here before inventories come out. So that's where I'm looking at right now. So just kind of watching and seeing. So a good chance that this I-zone will possibly get broken today. Actually, maybe both of them. With us being in the overbought area, I was not expecting that. That happened really quick. So that was almost a straight run up from this bar. Little blip here, but it pushed on up and got there. Actually got there on that bar. So okay, I should have been looking at shorts. I was looking at my other bars and didn't see that. So chance I'm gonna drag this one over to my third screen and see where we can get. So right now I'm gonna see if I can get filled up here at 3697. or if we can get some more aggressive buyers coming in. But yeah, that's a key area right there. Doing my analysis of these imbalances and traps being set all the way up here to 37.17. So, all right, guys, be back and we will see where we're at. All right, big stack of aggressive sellers here. I was waiting for this bar to close, so I got in at 36.84, 10 contracts short, looking to push this on down using my trading plan. So have my contracts off at 36.74, and my stop is at 36.94. Okay, and now, so it's just a point of watching and seeing where we are going. So, kind of a tough morning so far, but markets just open. It's 9:30 also. So let's see if we can make this happen today and get out of some of these. I think I'm just below scratch for the day. So, not exactly sure, but just kind of observing at the moment. So, let me get that all set there. Okay, so what I thought was going to be a long day has changed for now. So, us being in the overbought area, looking to push on back down. See if we can get on down to well, at least to the 1 deviation line, and looking at previous day stuff going on here. So this was the bottom out at 36.70, and we'll see if we're gonna push on through that. 36.61 was that the low. See if we're going to push on through that on into inventories, and hopefully I'll still be in this trade one way or the other. So at least getting half my contracts off. So market's picking up a little bit with volume, but we haven't been exceeding pretty much all holiday, and I guess that's kind of really to be expected when markets open. So overnight is anything, because such low volume, the expected is really low, but we'll see where we're going to reach at today. So all right, I'll be back shortly and we'll see where we're at. Okay, stop was hit at 10 ticks, so that actually puts me in the red so far for the morning. Still a lot of morning left. Looking for a push down now. Look like we're going through a retracement and hopefully start heading on down from there. So I'm back in the market. As soon as I close, I jump right back in. Better feel at 36.93, 10 contracts short now. Stop is set at 37.03. And first half off at 36.83. So, alright guys, I'll be back soon. Alright, so half my contracts came off at 10 ticks. Stop is moving to break even now at 36.93. And I will just let this one play on out from here as we got inventories in 40 minutes. And I have to step away from my computer for a little bit. Let me get that set. Okay, so I have to step away from my computer for a little bit. So normally when inventory is open, it'll give a quick bounce in one direction and go in the other. And so that may actually stop me out, which would be okay. And I'll see if I can get on back in after inventories and see if we can get on back in the black. So, all right, guys, I'll be back shortly. Probably about a half hour, 40 minutes or so, and we'll take care of it from there. So, all right, see you soon. All right, guys, I'm back, and during the inventory, and looked like it works out pretty good. So I was short 36.93 up here, and close half my contracts off at 83, and I was still short, and looked like we got a nice push down. So I took 3 contracts off at 36.50. Actually, I was watching the move from my phone, so I'm running back to get to my office. So I'm still 2 contracts short. I'm going to move my stop right there on the deviation line at 36.77, and we will just go with it from there. So, and that also put me back in the black too. About I guess almost by 800, 900 bucks, maybe 1,000, somewhere in there. I'm not sure. So that's where I'm at now. So I'm still in this trade, 2 contracts short from 36.93, and we'll see if we'll continue to push on down from there. So all right, I'll be back shortly. All right, looking at my stochastics, we back down into the oversold area. So I'm actually going to pull one more contract off, and I'm just going to let one run at and I'll leave my stop where it is at right there at the deviation line. So that's just to lock in some more profit there. So and then I'll wait for the markets to completely die down, and we'll adjust and adapt from there. So I need to go back and do some analysis now that we're in a new area, and see if I'm going to continue trading for the day, see if I can hit my target goal, because I'm still about halfway there. So or if I'm just going to call it the day. So yeah, I'm not a fan of inventories or fundamental trading news. I've just been burned so bad in the past of it that though I can probably do it now, it's just not part of my trading plan, so I don't even think about it much. But if I can go into a news trade and having the worst thing happen is my stop getting hit at break even, and I'll do that every time. And if it goes in my favor like it did this morning, then great. If it don't, then no harm, no foul. So all right, I'll be back shortly. Okay, stop was hit there at the deviation line. A lot of aggressive buyers coming back in. So I'm possibly maybe looking to become a buyer again. I need to go back and look at my bigger time frames and kind of gauge an idea. Using my 30 minutes is pretty solid, but I need to see if we're hitting any main or critical levels on the 60-minute and 1440-minute chart. So all right guys, I'll be back shortly, and I will see where we are at. All right, looking at my longer time charts, I'm thinking I'm probably wanting to play long here. This has been a pretty strong area for your support, or supply rather. So I'm thinking if we can get back and test 3660, I will look for a long entry. And here on the 1440 chart, we still got a little bit of a push down, so it's not an area that really concerns me. This is where the big time institutions like to play, and they're playing against each other. And when they do that, I don't like to be anywhere in the market. I want to be on the sideline. So if we was floating around the 3605 area, that would be somewhere to be aware of. But as far as my 60-minute chart, I'm really liking the 3660. So I'm going to see if we can push back down there again. And if not, I may look at a working order to get in on this. If we can come back and test the moving average. I missed that one. That would have been a great entry. To get back in here again. Well, I'm gonna see if we can come back and test it again. This bar closes in 5 minutes, and then I'll kind of gauge it after that. So all right guys, I'll be back shortly. All right, we're gonna give it a shot long here, right off the deviation line, 3677. So I'm long 10 contracts there with my normal sets at 10 and 10. Take profit half off at 87, and stop set at 67 there. So this bar is getting ready to close here in a minute, and that was really utilizing a bunch of the orders coming here off the VWAP. There's an imbalance there, but it's an equal part going on there. So see if we can get that push back up. Hopefully this bounce off of this moving average and then shoot it on back up there, hopefully. So all right, be back. Alright, stop was just hit, so back in the red again. I will look for one more trade, see if I can get back to a scratch day. Then I'm going to call it the day. I've had a lot of trades today, and that's normally not my style. So I'm going to watch where we close at, and I will look for another key area of blocks coming in. So if we can push it, we got a deviation right here, so that's kind of telling me we're gonna push on up, but I want to get an ideal entry on that position before I pull the trigger. So alright guys, I'll be back and we'll see where we're going to go. Alright, we're going to give this a shot again. Filled at 36.72 long for 10 contracts. And stop at 62, take profit at 82 for half off, and see if we're gonna push up from that point there. Okay, what I'm looking at is all that we got on the volume profile over here. We're actually at the bottom of this level here, and there's a lot of stagnation going on. So see if we can hit back on up to the 95 area or so. Pushing through this VWAP though is a challenge. It is a big challenge. So but just seeing if we can get on up out of this day at a scratch day. So this will be my last trade of the day, regardless of what happens. So and I'll just look forward to getting on back into it tomorrow. So hopefully this will be a runner here. So we'll see. Alright, see you soon. Okay, that took a while. So alright, I got half my contracts off for at 10 ticks. So I'm moving my stop up to break even at 36.72 now, and I will let it run, and hopefully we can keep on pushing up now. So let's see here, a couple $100 short. I mean, if I close my trades now, that'll put me a couple $100 over scratch, but I don't trade that way. So it's pretty much a scratch day thus far, and see if we can get a push on up from there. So alright guys, I'll be back as I get to wrapping these videos up, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, stop got hit at break even, so that's a wrap for me today. So pretty much a scratch day, and utilizing risk management always. I live to trade another day. So these days happen. They're fairly rare now, but they still happen. But as a trader, you always trade your plan and do it to the best of your ability. Some days it'll work out, and if you have a solid trading plan, most days it'll work out, and some days it don't. This is just one of them days that it didn't. So it's okay though. So alright guys, I will see you next video and talk to you later.